Everyone is saying NHS has stopped hiring international nurses 100%. Some agencies are telling you to wait, and some are charging thousands of pounds and promising you a guaranteed job. But here's the truth: international recruitment has completely not stopped. Yes, you heard that right. It is not completely stopped 100%, but here's what you need to hear from me. Some NHS hospitals are still sponsoring. Yes, they are still sponsoring, but you don't know the right way to do it because you are solely depending on the agencies 100%. So if they say they are hiring, they are hiring. If they say it is stopped, then you think it's stopped. And then you will come to that point, oh my god, my OET exams, everything doomed. So what should I do now? I'll tell you what you should do, because I'm coming with a ray of light, a small tiny bit of hope which you can succeed in getting a job with certificate of sponsorship. So keep watching. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Darshan. I make videos on working abroad as a nurse and international nursing things and new pathways to work in other countries. So keep watching. Let's break this video down and get you a little hope which you can hang on without giving up on your dream. Okay, let's leave that aside. Let's understand what is actually happening in the UK at the present moment. Because this year many people heard the same message: UK has stopped international nursing recruitment. But that is only half truth. Yes, in fact, the international hiring has stopped majorly because before the pandemic time and staffing shortage issues, the UK was hiring in a huge number. But after that, the UK NHS Trusts are fully filled and they met their basic needs of staffs. But there are still shortage of nurses because of maternity leave, sick leave, and many other reasons. Hospitals are still putting their nurses under pressure by taking more patient ratio. So that means the hospitals are still in need of nurses, and many trusts are still hiring international nurses, but only for specific departments like mental health nurses, pediatric nurses, ER, or in ICU or ITU nurses. If you are in this role, if you are having experience in this field, you can hope that you might find a recruitment online, and I will tell you how to do that also. Don't depend on NHS agencies only. You can apply job by yourself, all on your own, so you might succeed. But for that you need to do relentless search, keep on searching every day. If you find one, apply it instantly, or you can contact your NHS or whoever agency you've been doing the process. Ask them, this agency, this trust is hiring, can you please help me to place a job in that hospital? So if they can help you with that, well and good. If not, you can do it on your own, and I'm going to show you how to do that also. So let me tell you again, which are the departments they are still hiring international nurses. Listen carefully, you might be working in this role: mental health nursing, neonatal and pediatric care, ER nurse, critical care nurse, for example in ICU or any critical care unit. If you are working and if you are having like at least minimum 1 year experience, if you are having more than like 2 years, that would be good because of the competition, and there are so many people will be applying for the same post. And if you are having good experience, well, good amount of experience, you will be having much higher chances for recruiting to that role. So mental health nursing, neonatal and pediatric care, operating theatre nurse, community nurse. If you are in this role, you will be having higher chances than the general ward nurse, for example medical surge or adult nurse. So most of the hospital is completely filled with adult nurses, but these critical, mental health, pediatric is compared to adult nurses, it is very low. So the NHS trusts are in huge demand to fill those roles. Let me tell you something. The biggest mistake you are making, yes, you are making, because since you clicked on this video, I know you are in India or any other countries waiting for recruitment things and solely depending on your agency. That's the main biggest mistake you are doing right now, because I know there are many agencies who are very genuine and helpful, and they help you in every process, and they keep updating you if there are recruitment is going on or not. But since there are good agencies, there are many faulty agencies, those who ask you thousands of pounds for a guaranteed NHS job. So if someone is asking money from you, that should raise a red flag, because the NHS Trust, they sponsor the nurses with their money, and they do not ask you a single rupees from you. So if someone is asking you by promising you will get a job placement in NHS in the UK, think twice. That could be some scammers. Because I know you guys, I've heard plenty of times they used to ask me in the beginning, brother, I found an agency, they said they will find a job, but they are asking me to pay 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees. And I said, like, no, don't do that, because they're getting a job through those scammers agencies will be very less, like maybe 1 or 2%. But see, I know in India you don't earn that much. You hardly earn like 20,000 rupees, or if you're in a well and good multinational hospitals, you might earn 30,000 or 40,000, even with other expenses. But think, you earned that money, your hard-earned money. Don't let scammers eat it out, because you earned every month saving, and on top of that you paid money for OET. I don't know whether you cleared OET in first attempt, second attempt, there is no shame in that, but you paid a lot, huge money in those exams. You cleared your exams, and now don't let any scammers make you scam. And once you get scammed, you will be shattered inside. So do not go through those faulty agencies. I'm gonna request you, because I know how hard it is in your place, working so hard, and finally you don't know what to do, how to go through, to whom to ask help. But finally somehow you find a way, you narrow down all the options, and you thought and you made a firm decision to go to abroad and work as a abroad nurse. But now the recruitment has reduced in a huge drastic way. Now you are shattered your dreams. But that does not stop you from dreaming, because once the goal is set, your path can be hard, but don't change the goal, change the path. Your dream is working abroad and making money and financially well settled, then that shouldn't stop you from, because UK has stopped international hiring, right? You can look for other countries like Ireland, Canada, Australia, America. I know, like they got different immigration rules, exams and all, but you need to put a little more effort while doing there. If you spend for another 6 to 12 months, you will be in your dream job and working in a good country and earning the money for what you deserve. And one, I can say it's not a really bad news, but one reality check for new nurses. Or maybe you recently passed out in 2025 or 2024 and you are having less than 1 year clinical experience, and you are thinking, brother, Darshan bro, am I going to get a job with less than 1 year of experience? Listen carefully. When I passed my exam, I just went to OET coaching just right after my graduation. So that's what I was determined, because I've been told that within 6 months or like 6 months of experience I can land a job in the UK. But right now, due to the demand and competition, I strongly recommend you to get at least minimum 12 months of experience. And if you can get a chance to get experience in ER or critical care, you need to get that. If you are working in mental health, psych ward or pediatric ward, that's well and good. It will increase the chances for you to land a job in any other countries where they are in huge demand. And why the NHS hospital, even though they are in need for nurses, why they are not hiring the fresh nurses? Because they don't want to spend another time. They want the nurses who can quickly adapt to the NHS, and they don't want to spend much more time in training you freshers, like how to think, critical thinking and all. So if the nurse is experienced, then she will be knowing how to act that critical moments. That is the reason they prefer experienced nurses. Yeah, and you might be thinking, yeah, stop apping and show how to apply for the agencies. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm gonna show you how to apply and how to filter it out at the end of the video. And there is it is not as hopeless as many people think. If you're applying through the right agencies, right platforms, you can still land a job. International recruitment has slowed down, but it is not disappeared. If you have a critical experience and if you are from those above mentioned departments, you might get a job. I'm gonna show you right now. And if you found this video useful, subscribe to the channel for any more updates. Search NHS Jobs. Select this, apply on NHS Jobs. So once we selected here, then go to search option, and don't worry, it's the same way you need to do it on the phone also. Just go search nurse band 5, because that's the first band you will be working for a registered nurse. Then search, and then you can refine your search, like distance, working part-time, full-time you want to work, or flexible, anything. Don't worry about this contract type, any filters, as long as we are getting a job. For example, let's open this first. Click on the thing. So it's saying staff band 5, the role, and it will say job summary is band 5, salary depending on experience, contract is permanent, working pattern full-time, and this is where you will be working, and main duties of the job. Let's scroll down, don't worry about the about us. And job description, this is where it is important. Job title, staff nurse band 5, full-time, working part-time, both one is available. Then minimum requirement, registered general nurse level, palliative care qualification, mentorship, don't worry, main purpose of the job, so you can read it in your website. Clinical responsibilities, you can read it, just go down until we find, and yeah, person specification, this is what they are looking for in you. Experience, essential, this is must and should, mandatory. Desirable, if you have teaching experience, that's well and good, that can increase your thing. Qualification, essential is registered nurse, desirable is evidence of appropriate professional development. Disclosure and bearing service check means DBS check, it's nothing but police verification, that you should not have any criminal records like that. And see, they are not providing sponsorship to you, so this job you cannot apply. So let's go back, and as I was telling about pediatric or something, we can look. Yeah, this is pediatric medicine. Let's take pediatric medicine, pediatric job summary, go down, about us, full-time contract, and this is the salary. They are paying 35,000 to 43,000 per year. That comes around 38 lakh to 45 lakh in Indian rupees. Experience, if you have qualification in children's nursing, and DBS police check, and this is what important, certificate of sponsorship. This means they are ready to give sponsorship to you, so you can come here. They are providing you visa sponsorship. Applicants from job seekers who require current skilled worker sponsorship to work in the UK are welcome and will be considered alongside all other applications. See, they are providing the certificate of sponsorship. If any hospital is providing you this certificate of sponsorship, then you can apply for the job with all those essential requirements. So this is one of other examples you can keep looking at, and if you find some suitable role for you, please go through it and apply for the job. Guys, as I was talking, I found one more role. So this is recovery nurse band 5. So they are hiring one full-time permanent and one full-time fixed for 9 months. So this is recovery nurse. If someone is recovery nurse watching this video, this is for you. Go down. The salary is 31,000 to 37,000 pounds per year. Person specification, essential, you need to have an NMC registration, that's must and should, and knowledge and experience, don't worry, desirable, disclosure, police verification, and this is certificate of sponsorship. Applicants from seekers, see, they are giving you sponsorship, so you can apply for this job from India also. They are hiring, you can do it. And there will be last date for applying these things, so you need to be very quick, you need to keep looking for it. I'm gonna show you when is the last date for this role, recovery nurse. So for example, they're gonna say when is the last date for you to apply for this job. So within that date, right now go through this and apply for the job if you are suitable for that role. I hope this is useful to you. If you need more information, subscribe to the channel. And alright, this is Darshan Bro. Don't miss me until the next video. Stay safe, stay happy, and work hard.